Welcome back, everybody. This
What's up?
is the Live in Aloha podcast. I'm Liv.
I'm on. Welcome back to 2026.
2026. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's.
We were a little MIA there for a minute, but we're back. Took a good break.
Yes. And I hope
Had
everybody got a good break too.
Christmas and New Year's, and now it's middle of January almost.
Yeah. It's bad timing, honestly. It's great timing. It's nice to have a break, but it's bad timing for like momentum wise going into a New Year's and having so many goals. But at the same time, you're coming in like from a holiday break.
Yeah, I agree. I think,
Maybe it's just me. I don't know.
no, I agree. And I think because we went to California last minute for a little family trip over New Year's, and coming home, like, what was it, January 3rd? It didn't that
Yeah.
whole week felt weird because it was just didn't feel like a new year.
Right.
You're coming off of the holidays, like, Christmas is over, the high that you were on,
Yeah.
all the
That was the first time we even did a trip like that. That was our first like
last minute little road trip
yeah, family just by
on the
ourselves.
fly.
It was fun though. We had a great
It
time.
was really fun.
Saw a bunch of family, spent a
Stayed
bunch
at
of
my
time together.
sister's house,
Um,
went to SeaWorld, we went to the Rams game, then we drove home.
yep, it was fun. It was fun.
But,
But
yeah, coming home was weird because it's, like, also kind of the slow season for work. So we don't have to, like, jump back into work, so we're just kinda like, "What do we do?" You know, "Where do we start? How do
yeah,
we
that's the bummer
create?"
part that I don't like. I don't like having nothing to do,
I know.
which is part of our topic today, and I'll mention that a little bit down the road of the podcast or of this episode. But we're definitely getting older. Our daughter's getting older. Businesses are hopefully growing, and the only way for them to actually grow is us putting words to action,
Yeah.
kind of taking things from our meeting and actually applying them to the work that we're doing.
Yeah.
And even in our own relationship, things that we talk about, we want to work on this year. Um, I mean, we
Mhm.
talked about a bunch of things, but we actually have to apply it. And I think if we start now,
Oh, for sure.
even in the slightest, littlest ways, giving each other a 1 second hug every day,
Yeah.
maybe in December it'll be a 5 1 minute hugs
5-minute
a day.
makeout?
No, no, no,
Maybe.
no. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. We'll see about that.
Yeah,
I'm not that
but
easy.
I didn't really write any New Year's goals. I've been thinking about some, like, what I want the year to look like, how did last year go, blah, bitty, blah, bitty, blah. But I was talking to Maddie when we were in California, and she said the past few years she's been just doing a word of the year instead of,
Yep.
like, writing a bunch of resolutions and not sticking to anything.
Yeah.
So I decided to do that, and my word of the year. Wait, are we jumping into it?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
we're right on track. So,
My word of the year is peace,
peace.
and
Why peace, Livy?
I mean, I
Well, I
think
guess tell us this. What in 2025 made you feel like 2026 needed to be peace?
I think I was just uneasy a lot of the time
Agreed.
and felt out of control, and I just wanna be peaceful. I wanna have more, like, connection, like, slow down, be more intuitive, be more mindful,
Yeah.
not so reactive. I don't know. Just more peaceful, just, like, mind my own business, not
Please.
care,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I love that.
but, just in the way I talk, in the way I'm a mom, in the way I handle hard things. I just wanna be more, because I do know that everything will work out, and even when there are hard things and I can't control it and it's stressful and I have anxiety about it, it's like those are natural feelings, but I think if I can always just remember, like, to have a sense of peace and to know that everything will work out how it works out, and I'll make it through one way or another, and I'll be okay.
Yeah. There was a lot of
And
unknown moments in last year, so I get why.
yeah,
I
it
see why that could
was
be a great word for you this year.
a hard year, but I mean, I think there's gonna be hard things every year, but it's
Yeah.
just a matter of how you.
It's funny because it feels like our harder gets is like tops the last hard that we had. And I actually love that because reflecting back, I don't love it in the moment, obviously. It's not that fun in the moment, but we do find a way to love the challenge, of course. But reflecting back to it, once we face our when we do come face to face with our new hard the next year, like this coming year,
We're
then last year's
stronger.
start to feel like, dang, I miss those problems.
Well, yeah.
Like I'd
But
ra-
we're also stronger, like
right.
and I made a TikTok the other day. Did you see that one? I've been thinking a lot about, like, my miscarriages last year
Oh yeah,
and just been kinda sad about it and, like, confused and angry and all the things, and I've just had to shift my mind to be thinking more about, like, how 2 feelings can exist at the same time,
yeah,
and think like, I always knew that, like, yeah, I can be sad for myself and happy for my friends that are pregnant. Like, me being
yeah,
jealous about them getting pregnant, that's not gonna do any good, so I know that that's not okay, and I know that I'm happy for them, but it also makes me sad, and those things can happen at the same time,
I
and it doesn't
agree.
have to be, like, one taking away from the other or
Right,
competing with each other, which one is stronger, which feeling is stronger or anything, like, it's just both can be true, and they
right,
don't have to they can just both be true, and then we move on, you know?
yeah,
I don't know.
and then thank goodness for. I think it's really healthy to have both emotions because then it really teaches you, okay, how do I control my own emotions with
Mhm.
both? Like, how do I make sure I don't lean one way too much, that I go down a rabbit hole of being upset that, other people maybe have it a different way that I wish I had it,
Mhm.
or going on the other way and that I'm sure other people wish they have what you have. But there's definitely two ways, and they do say comparison is the thief of joy, but
Mhm.
I find there's a line where I don't wanna call it comparing, but you can say like, "Okay, like, I'm so grateful for them," and maybe that's your goal in your own life
Mhm.
without hurting them at all, still cheering them
Right.
on because you love them, you care for them, and you wanna be a friend.
But it's also a hard thing, like, I don't think a lot of people understand unless they've been through it.
Talking about the pregnancy itself.
Yeah. Just, like,
Yeah,
nobody teaches you how to navigate these feelings, and you just have to
yeah.
do it and nobody really talks about it that much, so you just it's all in my head a lot of times, and
Isn't that
then I
crazy that
just try to avoid it, and then it's
yeah. God
still there.
created it for only women to understand how it feels for that, right? Like,
Mhm.
only women can get pregnant, and men, I mean, that's the biggest challenge I have is, like, sometimes I feel guilty for not feeling as sad as you are
Mm.
or feeling as hurt as you've been. But then I'm like, "Okay, what can I do to show that I care, show that I love, to kinda make up for that space in between?" But
Because
then
you don't fully
but you literally
understand.
were connected to the baby, like, it was
Mhm.
your body, baby's body, the baby anything the baby got was from you.
Yeah.
It had to come through you to get to the baby, so there's just a different connection that comes about being the mother of children. It is hard,
But
again, it's hard.
so anyways, peace is my word of the year. What's your word of the year?
My word of the year, what was it? Consistency?
Mhm.
My word of the year, yeah, is consistency, and I won't get it I'll kind of elaborate on it a little bit down this episode, but I just feel like I kinda sold myself short on a lot of things last year just due to not being consistent and kind of partner that with discipline.
Mhm.
So I wanna work on that this year, but I'll get into it while we go through
Mhm.
the episode since that's kind of part of our little spiel we have this episode,
Yeah.
so
And by the way, guys, if you've been a listener, you know that we're not that organized with the
right.
podcast and we kind of just show up and wing it and it's been a fun for us, but at the same time it's
Yeah,
kind of stressful because it's like, "Ugh, what should we talk about today? Hurry up and decide." And then we're
right.
like not really loving it that much. So,
And we wanna make sure it's the things that we are putting out there are, like, actually interesting
yeah,
instead of
and
just putting a
valuable.
podcast out just to
Right.
reach our quota of podcasts. We
Yeah.
wanna make sure that what we're putting out is great content, entertaining.
Mhm.
I mean, we wanna like it first,
Mhm.
and we just hope that you guys like it along the way, so
Yeah, so I thought a lot about it and I decided, sorry, this is backtracking slightly, but we'll get back to it. But so for this year, I wanted to be better at planning the podcast and I'm going to do so far I've planned for 3 months ahead
there you go.
and then I'll do the next 3 months and go from there. But basically each month I'm gonna have a different topic of the month, and it'll be like a general topic, like this month is kind of the New Year goals type of
Yeah.
energy,
And we're
and
just touching the system. We're just trying to play with the system to see what works
yeah,
for us. I mean, who knows? Maybe
and it
we'll
might
adjust
change in
in
6
next
months,
month.
I don't
So
know.
yeah.
But for now, I think the one broad topic of the month, and then we'll break it down into 3 episodes, so we're not gonna do an episode every single Friday, we'll skip the last Friday of the month, which there might actually be sometimes 5 Fridays in a month, I'm thinking. We'll see.
5 Fridays in a
Well,
month.
sometimes there is depending on
Well, I
the
guess when it turns the first.
yeah. But anyways, we'll figure that out. But we're gonna skip the last Friday of every month, and then we'll have one guest every month as well, so I'm gonna be better at planning those out
We'll just say it like this. We'll do 3 episodes.
a month.
Yeah, a month. There you
Sure.
go.
Yeah. So, yeah, it'll be more organized, you'll know what to expect.
Right.
I'm gonna try to be more involved with the Instagram because I think that's fun, and that's, like, really the only way to connect with the
Yeah.
audience.
Go ahead and follow us too on
Yeah.
Instagram. It's Live in Aloha Podcast on Instagram, and we love hearing back, like when you post on stories. Like we love people's feedback.
Mhm.
We love to just see what people like, see what people don't like.
Mhm.
We do a lot of like the questions, yes or no's, or leave your questions for us
Yeah.
that we can take into the episode, or even inspire us in creating an episode.
Yeah.
I think the if we can get your guys' help on tuning in on the Instagram, I'm sure it'll help us, push out better content for you
Yeah,
guys. So
'cause we could just talk about whatever we want all the time, but maybe other people don't care.
yeah, I mean,
So I want it to be
sometimes we would
fun
just
and
be
valuable.
bullshitting, yeah, but it's all good. And proud of you for creating the schedule.
Mhm.
Hopefully, this new little tweak in the system that you created works, and we
And just have,
implement it
like, more of
pretty
a
good.
layout per episode too of, like, points we wanna talk about so that we're not, like, winging it
Right,
completely.
right.
So
Let's get into it. Let's
yeah,
get
wait,
into it.
I was gonna say one more thing.
Right. Let's get into it.
Um,
I feel like
the
we're blabbering and
oh,
wasting
okay,
time.
okay, never mind.
Is it important?
I was just gonna say the topic of next month.
Probably not that important right now.
Okay.
We all that matters is this episode right here.
Alright.
We could die tomorrow. Let's see, just give it our best.
'Kay.
Livy did work on, like she said, she worked on all these episodes, but this one I really love that she worked on. It has to do obviously with this Happy New Year's, with New Year's coming around. It's a kind of episode of reflecting
Mhm.
slash
Looking
looking forward.
ahead, yeah.
Yeah. So the first thing that we'll start off with is, what are you leaving behind in 2025?
Okay.
What does Livy want to leave in
I have
2025?
a few, but you made me only pick 4.
Right.
So,
You can throw in a little more. I mean, I feel like the
I
elaborating would take up a lot of time in
yeah.
between too. So.
And these aren't, like, serious, but I okay, so Pinterest recipes is number 1. I have always looked on Pinterest for recipes, and use them, and I love them, and it's great, except I hate being on my phone while I'm
Dislike.
trying okay, I dislike being on my phone while I'm trying to cook. Like, my phone turns black, I have to
Yeah,
unlock it
you do
again,
say
my
that.
hands are dirty, I have to scroll again through Pinterest, and I don't know what the heck is going on with Pinterest, where there's 100 pop-ups and ads and little video clips playing in the middle of my recipe. I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
overstimulated.
Well, they don't get money. They need people to
I get
want to
that,
do
that's
that.
true.
So
But I'm like, can I just look at the recipe? So it's frustrating to me to look at the Pinterest recipe when I'm trying to cook. I don't want to
yeah.
look at the screen. I just want to know what I'm doing. So I'm solving my own problem by writing down the recipes that I like
In a recipe book.
in a recipe. Well, like on the little 4x6 cards or whatever they are, 3x5 maybe, and putting it in. I ordered a recipe book that's coming, and I'll be able to just put in all the recipes that I like. Like,
Yep.
I'm gonna nail down a chocolate chip cookie recipe and then have the one recipe and use it every time and not look on a Pinterest for a new
Yeah.
one every time, and I don't
And
know.
we're like that. Like we're not super go out of our way too much. Like we like to test new things, obviously,
Yeah,
like new foods and stuff, but we love like the same
the
dinners
things
every
we
week.
like, yeah. And so I think it's also gonna help me with which is kind of a New Year goal, I guess, too, you can say. Like, just being more organized with cooking and grocery ordering
Absolutely a New Year goal.
because if I have, like, 20 good dinner recipes in there that I know we like, that are affordable, they're tasty, they're healthy, and they are quick to make, Like 20 of those is all we need. Maybe even 15 where I can switch 2 weeks on, 2 weeks in a row, 3 weeks in a row of dinners and then repeat. You know what I mean?
I'm
We
like I
could even
said,
do 1
I'm a
week.
creature of habit, so I love knowing what I'm going into. When I don't, it's not that fun, but I still love it. I find a way to love
Yeah.
challenge, but
And we can still throw in, you know, random things here and there, but I think
right,
for me, it'll be easier for grocery shopping. I'll stick to a budget better because
right.
I'm not like, well, I guess I'll just buy all this random stuff and see what I can do with it. So,
That's another thing, like clutter. Clutter, like
mhm,
it just happens when we're not doing like if we don't do it the way we hope to do it this
yeah,
year. Like that's just what I
like
learned.
the
There's things in the
pantry.
pantry
Yeah,
that I'm like, we don't need that,
I
and I
know,
want to throw it away, but
but
it's
it's
not
gonna
open,
waste. Yeah.
and I'm like, then I feel guilty because I mean I come from where we didn't have much, so I feel guilty for even throwing it away.
I know.
Now, I mean, I got to a point where I don't anymore, but I do love that it will help us stay organized,
Yeah,
which is one of your things I remember you saying.
it is. That is,
So
yeah, it all kind of goes together actually. But yeah, so here's your sign if you have been meaning to make a recipe book like I have for the past year and I just haven't done it. And obviously it's going to take some time to be like, okay, oh, I really like this one. Let me write it down. Like it'll take a few months or however long to keep adding to it till it's like solid.
10 months of
And then there's also
solidness.
like just random things that you need a recipe for. Like the other day I made biscuits and gravy
Yeah,
and I just needed to
that shit
remember
was
the
good.
quick
Not gonna
recipe
lie.
for like easy gravy. So that's
Mm-mm.
not like a recipe. Like that's like not dinner, but I still need that recipe, but I don't want to look at it on Pinterest. So just stuff like that where
Yeah, that was.
it'll
I
all
mean,
just
that
be in
was
one
good.
place and it'll be on paper and I'll be just like the olden days with my little apron on looking at my recipe book, making dinner in peace. No distractions, no phone.
Yeah, life really happened to us like slow but fast. Like if you think about it, in 4 years' time, we went from south of Provo to here in Orem, and it feels like when you reflect back, like we've done a lot, we've been through a
Physically,
lot.
we haven't gone very far, but mentally
Yeah, we've
and
grown a lot.
financially and all the other ways we've come a
Yeah,
long way.
we've definitely grown, but then you start to remember like how much you miss just those simple days. I remember just laying in my bed with ease on the couch. I didn't even have a job. Like I didn't have any work. I'm supposed to have work, mind you, but I'm just sitting there looking at the games. We
Mhm.
had what? How much was our rent? $600.
Mhm.
You had a job. I mean, I was injured.
Yeah.
I just remember thinking to
You
myself,
miss
this
those
is the
days?
life.
Oh, wow.
No, I'm just like thinking. I'm thinking back to that time, and I'm like, damn, I was living the life. I just didn't know it. Like I didn't have that many problems because I wasn't
Yeah.
worried about like I wasn't as driven as I feel like I am now.
Mhm.
I was a little bit more content. I still obviously wanted to work hard. I always my whole life wanted to do that, wanted more for myself.
Yeah.
But like now you look back and just like the problems you had then compared to the problems you have now. But back then I used to feel like, burdened by the problems that I had.
Hmm.
But I'm grateful for the problems that we have now. It helped me learn
Yeah.
to be grateful for problems, but it
Yeah,
does
life
show
is funny.
to just be grateful for where you are when you're there, which is, I
Yeah.
guess, part of my goal. Sorry, part of one of mine. But
Yeah, go
I'll let
ahead.
you. Should we just go kind of back
Yeah,
and
go
forth?
ahead.
Okay. Well, one of mine, and again, they all kind of tie in together in some kind of way. But my first one is like just being undisciplined. I sold my like I said, I sold myself short, and that's kind of why I chose the word consistency for this year. Like my exercising goals, I probably didn't. I mean, I didn't really have goals. Like that's another thing. I didn't write down anything, and there
Mhm.
wasn't anything that was measurable for me
Yeah, that's
to
right.
be like. Once I get to this point, I'll get myself, mint chocolate chip ice cream or something. I didn't do that. It was
You
just,
just went straight
I
for
was
the
mint
ice
chocolate
cream.
chip ice cream every other night. I'm gonna give up sugar. The next day, I had sugar in my system already. So
Mhm.
I feel like I can just be more disciplined, like wake up at a better time in the day, going to bed at a better time,
Mhm.
like saving time to have fun for that time instead of, just impulsively acting like, oh, there's fun to be had now. Let's do it now. Let's like I can be better at putting things on the back burner and saying no to certain things
Mhm.
and prioritizing my priorities, which is another thing is my like not prioritizing my priorities, which is procrastinating.
Mhm.
Um I did that's part of the undiscipline. So it's kind of it's literally It's what's it called? What is it called?
Domino?
Domino effect. Yeah, it's a domino effect. And what's it called? I just remembered Shane said a line that I really loved. It's harder and sorry, this has to do with money, and I'm sorry if it's insensitive, but it's a way that I understood. It's harder to be broke and not try than to be broke and try. Like, because when you get like if you don't have much money in your bank account, say, you have $5, but you're working, so you're trying to put stuff into the
Mhm.
basket. But if you don't have a job and you have $5, the moment you go to zero, overdraft fees.
Mhm.
So now, not only do you have to now find a job because you don't have one, but now you
You
have to
owe
pay for just
extra.
not for not even being able to put stuff in the basket.
Mhm.
So now instead of just having to keep $5 in or, hopefully keep $1 in to keep the overdraft fee from
Mhm.
coming.
So
Yeah,
much more
everything adds
stressful
on. Right.
than when
Everything
you know
adds
you're
on.
working for it. You know it's okay, we have a few more days and then we'll get paid or
Right.
whatever, like,
Right.
you have
Like
more
it's just
confidence in your ability to keep going and
right. And I see it a lot, especially on social media. I've seen it last year a lot, and you would see that people would be like one of them I remember that just comes to my head is like Elon Musk could give everybody this amount of money and still be rich.
still be a billionaire.
But the point, like just thinking like that, if he gives people who, I just explained the type of person who doesn't want to work, who doesn't care, about their overdraft fees,
Mhm.
if he gives that kind of person $1 million, like, they're not going to do the right things with their $1 million
Yeah.
that they hope Elon Musk does with. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
they wouldn't do it themselves. But the funny thing is those are the people saying if he does those things, he can still be rich.
Mhm.
I just feel like you reap what you sow. You got to work hard for what you want. And I do believe in there's different there's life is kind of set up a little differently. There's cards that are way harder for people in life where
Mhm.
they can't just go and, we can't just we can get up and go to McDonald's whenever we want. We can get up and try to find a job because there's a million things to try to do.
Mhm.
But people in different areas of maybe even this country or other countries, they have to work 10 times harder to get that same opportunity.
Or they're physically disabled or they
Right. Right.
don't have a car or whatever that's holding them back from opportunities that we have.
Right. Right. So just thinking of that, you just have to do what you can with what you have, and literally, only person that knows that you're giving your best is you.
Thank
Like,
God.
if you can look like you're giving your best, people will maybe think you're giving your best, but
Mhm.
if you in your heart know you're not giving your best, like, you're just not gonna get that. Sorry. Oh, it's one of my clients that I probably should have answered, but it's okay. Um, I kinda lost train of thought there, and I was probably just rambling on, but
It's okay.
point of the story for me at least, is just to work hard, be more disciplined, prioritize my priorities a little better, which
Mhm.
is funny because in my head, I think I do that. If I was talking about myself, I'd hope that that's the kind of person I was,
Mhm.
but reflecting in 2025, I wasn't. So,
Mm.
just kind of have to face reality there. I mean, that I touched on two of mine, so I'll let you go ahead and talk
Okay.
about some of yours again, and then we'll come back.
Okay, well, this one has been a hot topic in this house for the past couple days is our budget.
Mm. Mm.
Whew.
We'll talk about that together. I love that. We
Um,
just we just did it.
I think we've been avoidant of a budget for a while, and
Wait, let's talk about why.
yeah, I'm about to get there.
Okay, why was for you?
I Okay, so in our relationship, in our marriage, I've always kind of been the one in charge of money.
Yeah,
I'm the one who knows what's in the account. I'm the one who sets up the savings and for Navy's
yeah,
college fund. Like that's kind of been my designated job,
yeah.
which I'm okay with because I'm kind of controlling in that way and I, you know, want to control it.
Well, not even that.
But
You're just better
also,
at doing that too.
yeah, possibly. But I think it has also put a lot of pressure on me
Right.
in a way, and then it just
Together.
makes me look like the bad guy if I'm in charge and
Yeah.
I'm telling you, "Hey, no more using the credit card."
Yeah.
Then you're mad at me and I'm like, "Wait, now it's my fault," you know?
Yeah.
So, obviously it's best if we work together and
Right.
that's what we're trying to do now at this point.
S-
The reason it's also hard, not just me being the one mostly in charge, but also with businesses, it's harder to track your budget
Yeah.
because we're paying people. We have business expenses, we have personal expenses, we have
There's a
variable
lot.
income every month, which is also like a little stressful when I'm trying to look at it. And it's like, oh, well, we only made this much, but we paid this much.
Well,
So then
not
it just stresses me out.
yeah.
So I just have avoided it in the past. Like even I've had Rocket Money for like a year now, probably the app where it like tracks everything for you. And first of all, it's not even accurate. It like triple charges me on every single expense. So I don't know what's wrong
I'm
with the
sure it's
app.
something we have to do to fix, but
I don't know, but even when I do that, it is not me because I looked at it yesterday. It said 1 month we spent $50,000.
let's
I'm
go.
like, there's
Let's
literally no
go.
way. There's like 500 transactions. I'm like, it just quadruples everything. I don't know. So,
Can
anyways,
he quadruple our income?
I wish that was what it was doing.
Sure.
But so, anyways, like that stresses me out because it's not even doing it. And then you have to categorize every single transaction. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
this is too much. So then I just avoid it. And then we're not really doing what we should be with our money and we're not
Yeah.
being mindful. So,
Causes a bunch of. I mean, when we just finished it, not finished.
yeah,
It's obviously going to be a work in progress the whole
almost
year, but
finished it.
we're trying to create a system that we can at least hopefully follow. But like I said, my
To
word's
keep it
discipline.
simple.
Hers is organization.
Yeah,
We're trying.
organized and simple and just be straight up about it, be accountable to each other.
Yep.
And not be
And
just
then maybe we can work
avoiding.
together a little better.
Maybe we will work together better on
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have to make some sacrifices more than we have been.
Right.
And that's
We've been a
okay.
little bit on the too fun side.
Yeah.
Remember, I did say like I've been choosing to have fun a little bit more impulsively, so
Mhm.
I should step back.
Yeah, reel it in, reel it in.
Yeah.
But we're all learning in life and we gotta learn one way or another. Sometimes you learn the hard way.
The funny thing is, I love like there's been big events in my life that exposes me in the baddest ways, like worst ways,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not a good thing. But then the person that we come out on the other side as a couple, as a like together, because pretty sure I've
It's
done
all
it since
been
we've been
together.
married. Sorry about that. I've made all my big mistakes together. Maybe if it was before you.
Maybe it's because of me.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Just kidding.
But what I'm trying to say is when we come like after being this idea of being exposed, like with budget, like just knowing how much I've spent, you spent. What I'm trying to say is I could be better. I could
Yeah,
be
we
better.
can all
And
be
I'm
better.
glad we did the budget because it even told me it was like a punch in my own face.
And I'm really glad that you did that and you saw it all because when it's me trying to tell you, it's not the same
Yeah.
as when you learn it on your own.
Yeah.
It's not like a personal attack if it's coming from me. If
No,
it's
it's
coming from the
not.
computer saying, this is the number, and
Yeah,
you're
I can't say the numbers are bullshitting
you
because
can't
the
be
shit is
mad at
telling
the
me.
computer.
Yeah. It's just like the domino effect, like it explains. If we can do better at being a little bit more organized and maybe even a little bit more disciplined, I'm sure we'll see the fruits of just those little actions
Mhm.
along the way of this year.
Well,
But
and I don't know. I'm sure a lot of like most people already just do their budget like a normal person, but if you don't,
what
I
are we,
would
not normal
recommend it.
people?
Well, I think some people don't like it, but I think a lot of people just
I
do have a budget. And I think it is easier if you have a salary. It's the same thing every month. You know what you have, you know what you need to
we've
save. It also shows you, oh my gosh, we're paying for this thing. We didn't even remember we're paying for that.
yeah.
Like, of course, whatever, we need to cancel that or like you only have this many more months of paying off that plan or whatever. You know what I mean? Medical bills. Oh, you pay a certain amount a month or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways. Also,
There's
can we talk about health insurance going up $300?
yeah, we used to pay what, 50?
$50 a month. Now I pay $350.
Well, that's another thing. Like with trying to drive and scale our businesses and make more money, you get more like there's the
Taxes.
same problems are just going to be a little bit bigger. They want a chunk of that. The IRS wants a
No.
chunk of everything.
That's
Uncle
fine.
Sammy.
I
Uncle
guess.
Sammy wants a chunk of everything if you make money.
Yeah, that's okay. We're
And that's
just
okay.
doing our best. And, you got to make money to live. So,
Yeah.
anyways, this is our money section. That's over now.
Yeah.
We're done talking
Okay,
about money.
let's stop talking about it.
My last thing that I'm leaving behind is okay. Well, this is actually two things. So, we were watching Animal Planet the other day, and it was showing how the baby animals leave their nest. They go home.
Oh,
Or
your
no,
TikTok.
yeah, but also from yeah, same thing. You know, they leave their moms, they grow up, it's showing how the moms raise them and they take care of them while they're young and then they go off on their own. And I was just thinking, like, it is so natural for them to just know exactly what to do with their babies. Like, they're not reading a handbook, they're not reading 10 parenting books about how long should I sit on my nest until their eggs are ready to hatch or whatever. Like, they have these
Yeah.
natural instincts that we do too, but I think a lot of things get interrupted in our head and we start to question ourselves or we see something on Instagram about you if you're doing this, you're doing it wrong or there's just so many opinions on every side of everything like vaccination, sleep training, you know, foods they eat, food dyes, screen time, so many things. I'm not saying it's all bad. I'm
Bean
just
talk.
saying it can be overwhelming and it can interrupt your own intuition
Right,
is
right, right.
the point of what I'm saying. Like if you feel fine about something, but somebody else is telling you it's wrong, and then you're like questioning yourself. But if you feel fine about it and you trust yourself and you're doing your best, then like that's fine, you
There
know?
you go.
Don't worry about what everybody says. We can't, you know, it's not human. It's not natural to be getting so much information. I don't
Right.
know. I just think we should obviously trust ourselves more. And as moms, you know, we have that mother's intuition that everybody talks about. And I have experienced it myself in very big ways. But I think we can have even more of it if we just, you know, probably decrease our screen time, stop looking at everybody else's lives and what everybody else is doing with their kids.
Right.
That's a big one. But also just like slowing down our heads and our thoughts and thinking, you know, what feels right to me? Like, when is potty training ready? When is preschool good time? Like, stuff like that that are kind of decisions that feel big
Yeah.
and we
Well,
might
even
not know
small
the
though.
right way to do it. But yeah, big and small decisions. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know the perfect thing to do. This is my first time being a mom. But like,
Yeah.
I should be asking my mom. But before going to like Google or Chat GPT asking what you should do,
Right.
like talk to real humans, ask your siblings, ask your mom friends. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just want to do more of that personally.
Back then, they just had whatever their surroundings were to
Yeah.
be what they were exposed to, and that's
Yeah.
what you grow to.
Mhm.
And moms would all lean on each other, I'm sure. We call it back home, we call it coconut wireless. Everybody in Leia knows what everybody's business is. Why? And
Everybody talks.
everybody talks.
Yeah.
Everybody talks.
And so anyways, I think social media and the internet can be helpful tools if used in the right way, but it can be taken too far where we've totally lost our own intuition. We don't trust ourselves. We have to get validation from everybody else about every decision we make. I'm not just going to do things because I feel pressured to from other people.
Right.
You
And
know,
that
even
could
potty training,
right.
like, because that's another one we're going to be coming up on soon. And I'm like, oh, everybody has their kids potty trained by 3 and she's going to be 3 soon. But
Yeah.
like every kid is different. And
Let's just say you married the right guy. I'm
that's
the kind of
not,
guy to just let the wind blow.
yeah,
Let her go. Let her grow. Let
yeah.
the feelings feel in the moment. Be a little bit more present, which is funny because I said I wasn't that in 2025.
Mhm.
I gotta go back to the roots of me,
Yeah.
of us. We were way better. And again, that's probably another thing. We did talk about this. Deleting social media, like taking breaks off of social media is probably a big thing for people.
Mhm.
And maybe people can still have it and be a little like their self discipline is amazing,
Also
but
the
we
brick.
fall into
You
that
know, we
trap.
could get the brick.
What's the brick?
Remember the brick?
I got a brick.
To get bricked up. No,
Pause,
the
bro.
brick that you put on you brick your phone out of apps and stuff,
Yeah.
which
Out of
or
all the
just
names they could have named it,
or just delete it.
I'm gonna go brick my
That's
phone up.
I've
Well,
heard a lot
delete
of
it.
people really like it. I
Work
think the
for us.
brick could help, but also
Yeah.
deleting social media is like kind of hard because I'm trying to grow the podcast. I'm trying to
Right.
grow the Hone in Detail and
You have
take
the time limit though. Like
yeah.
it
And
stops
I
at a certain time.
sometimes just say, give me more time.
Or maybe
Put
I
my
should
code
lock
in.
yours, you should lock mine, give each other passwords. And like
Only I have your password
yeah,
and
and I only have yours.
that might be good.
But damn, every single number that I ever like put together that I would even remember.
Your
So
combination.
like, and I probably I don't even know yours. So
Well,
I can
we'll
do a lot
figure it
better.
out, but that is slightly I mean, and I could delete Instagram for a week and call it good, but, like, with Hona Detail Instagram, with this Instagram, I don't post that often anyways,
Yeah.
so that wouldn't be a problem, but
Yeah.
delete what you gotta delete, you know?
Do what you have to do to reach your
Protect
goals that
your own
help you
mental health,
best.
yeah.
You know, like I said, we only did it because that's just what helps us. It worked for us. What works for us may not work for other people. So do what you got to do. Okay, let's get into
Okay, wait,
another
one
thing.
last thing.
Oh, ooh, that's that line again. One
Sorry,
last
I
thing.
just thought of it, like, the amount of time that we spend and the amount of hours of our lives that are just down the drain because we were scrolling is scary.
Right.
And if we keep it up at this pace, it will be years of our life by the
Hey,
time we're
I
80.
deleted my social medias.
I
What
know.
we say we?
No, but just we as a population in America, we spend too much time on our phones.
This
And
is
it's
Olivia Natola.
scary.
She approves this message. President Natola, Olivia.
Do you agree?
President Olivia Natola, the first female president. I just feel like you just made a statement to the country.
We the people.
We as people need to do better.
Put your phone down.
Obama would do this. He'll put his hand like this. We should do a little better this year.
Okay.
Have I ever done my Barack Obama
No.
impression? I've never done it out loud. Actually, it's only been in my head. I just thought about that.
I was gonna say you've never done that to me.
He literally like pauses, like, we got to do better as a nation, together, forever, America. We the people.
Okay.
My bad. But yeah, I mean, thank you for your message to the people, and I hope the people follow your message, because really,
If I ever say I don't have time for something, just laugh at me. Okay?
oh, I do be laughing at you. I do be laughing at you. I be laughing at you and with
my
you.
screen time says otherwise. And I'm
Yeah.
embarrassed by it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. All right, let's get back into another one. Okay, I'll say my last few ones, and then we'll probably have to close it out because you already said all four yours. So
Wait, but we didn't even talk about our biggest lessons yet.
I know what? We didn't? What?
only on
That was
step
one?
one.
Let's go into biggest lessons so that we can actually touch on every
But
topic
you
that
didn't want
we.
to finish yours?
No, I actually want to skip mine. So, well, let me just tell you what it was. I don't want to swear as much as I was swearing in 2025. Shame on me. And I also don't want to have too much free time because I had too much free time. And if I said I had free time, laugh at me. Okay? All right. Biggest lessons of 2025. Let's get into it. Biggest lessons. Let's actually take that as way biggest lessons so we can save some time here to get into our next one, but keep momentum. So our biggest lesson would be, why are you kicking me?
I was just shoving my slipper on a little further.
No, I don't like being kicked.
It wasn't a kick. I was using your leg.
Oh, ow. See, if the person's hurt, then it's a kick. Biggest lesson of 2025. Let me.
I forgot mine. Alignment over urgency. That's mine.
Alignment and urgency.
Oh no,
wow.
Alignment over urgency. So
yeah,
I think I rush things a little bit sometimes, and I try to just hurry up to the next thing, and I try to, make things happen before it's ready or whatever. Which this is like so general. I don't even know exactly what I'm talking about, but
that's okay. It's your biggest lesson. Nobody else's.
Sure. Just made it up. I want to slow down. It's all about, peace, slowing down, less screen time. We're trying to live a different life over here.
Zen.
Yes, more yoga, more breathing, more meditation. Yeah. And I'm serious.
That's a great thing, to slow down, to actually have a purpose in going a certain direction instead of just thinking run. You know what I mean?
Like, feel aligned with it. That's what I want.
Right.
I want to feel aligned.
We also talked about, like, last year. I would bring it up a lot to you, and then you'll get it when I start to say it. But the idea of movement and just moving, like,
just take your first step.
Can I finish?
Sorry.
Yeah, no, because that's not the route I was going.
Don't take the step until you're ready.
Don't. As a matter of fact, don't step.
Step back.
Backpedal. All right, bro. Let me finish. What I was trying to say is, you can move a lot, but the difference is, like, first the direction, because you can run in the treadmill and still be in the same place.
Ooh.
Fucking bars, bro. Go ahead. We the people need to stop running in place. You can run, you can move a lot, you can feel like you're doing a lot and accomplish not
Or
much.
you're
I'm
running
not
in
saying
circles.
when you run on a treadmill it's not a good thing because obviously
You do
you're moving your
something.
body. But right, doing I mean at least you're doing something. I'm figuratively speaking in life when you're trying to reach for something, have a goal and make sure every day you're checking in with yourself. Am I doing as best as I possibly can to reach that goal?
Well,
When you find that you're like when you look back, you'll see that every step if you do it with that purpose, you're closer to your goal than if you just think every day and wake up with no plan. What can I do to maybe get there? You know, like instead of having tomorrow I'm going to do this, next week that's my next goal.
mhm,
Just being a little bit more, I mean, a little bit of everything that we talked about, prioritizing it, organizing it, being disciplined and consistent to stick with it
and aligned.
and aligned. Which yes, the your alignment is very important. So just wanted to say that was your biggest lesson, I guess, the alignment and
Mhm,
urgency, alignment over urgency.
mhm,
I love that. I actually love that. Did you come up with that by yourself?
mhm.
Wow, wow, good
With
for
the
you.
help of chat.
Mm. See, she just talked about not using ChatGPT to go to it. She just used it. It's all good. And the good thing is you use ChatGPT as a
It's a
partner to
tool.
help you bounce ideas off each other, and then it makes you find the alignment over urgency.
Yeah.
There's no way you would have just thought of that. In
Okay.
heavens,
Rude.
no, I'm just kidding.
There's no
Um,
way.
my biggest lesson of last year. I'm
You have a lot of lessons.
tired of being tired. I'm tired of being tired. My biggest lesson is to stop getting in trouble. I be getting in trouble with the law too much, and I'm tired of getting in trouble with the law because I think it's funny to get. I mean, I find that people are teasing me about it. I'm glad it's all in the past, and I love to laugh at it,
Mhm.
and I love to laugh at mistakes I've made and things that people know that I've done wrong that are funny to them, and I think
I'm
it's
glad it's a
great.
joke for all you meanies.
No, I actually I love that we can laugh about it because if we couldn't, then I'd feel awkward. I love laughing about like my problems and stuff like that. Genuinely, I do. I just don't like making the mistakes. I don't want to give them more reasons to laugh.
Mhm.
Because the moment I hear the same story from 5 years ago, then I know at least in that 4 years after that, there wasn't anything I did big enough for the new
Right.
laughing thing to be, you know what I mean? But I'm
Mhm.
sure, yeah, that's not gonna happen. I'm sure there's gonna always gonna be something that people are gonna be laughing at. I'm not talking about just the law. I'm saying
Mhm.
like just my wife
You're just
teases
a
me on
funny
TikTok.
guy.
You tease me on TikTok a lot, so there's gonna be things along the way.
I don't know why I'm
But
on
in
there,
this,
FYB.
in damn, I already forgot mine. So let's move on to keeping momentum. With keeping momentum with work, I mean, I just came out of insurance, like a bit busy part of insurance, and then the holidays came, and now I'm trying to I have the option whether to not be busy or to try to stay busy. And I'm really telling myself to do what I can to stay busy so that
Mhm.
um, not only can we make more money, but at the same time, just momentum. We can keep going.
Keep
Um,
learning. You've learned a
and
lot.
yeah, I want to do better at keeping momentum. I want to be proactive. And I feel like I'm like a goal driven person when I have something to aim for and it gets me excited. It wakes me up in the morning. Like that's what I know I want to do for the rest of my life, no matter what it is. If it if it's those few things that keep me excited and it doesn't, hurt my family and it actually benefits my family along the way, even better, I want to keep doing that. So that's choosing to
Well,
create
and
goals.
also it's hard to keep like, to get back on track if you've kind of
Right,
chilled out too much,
right.
especially
That's why we don't like long breaks
you. Yeah.
as a family. We don't like it.
Yeah, it's hard to get back up and get back into a routine if you've, like, been too relaxed for a while.
Right.
Better to just keep going, even if it's little by little.
Isn't it funny that in life we always want to like rest? Like we want to rest. That's probably a human thing, not David Goggins, maybe. Um, but when we're resting, we feel like we're doing something wrong. Like we feel like if we haven't earned that rest, I'm saying.
Yeah.
Our goal is to stay with the momentum. I mean, we just got off the holidays, like we mentioned. We want to go into this year by just starting now.
Yeah.
And, we actually take a little longer to accomplish our goals. Do you want to express anything on the keep momentum? And then let's close it out.
Hmm. I just think what I had already said about it's hard to start once you've stopped. It's like with working out or
Right.
trying to eat good or with the budget or, you know, anything that you've planned to do to try to implement into your life to make your life easier in the end. Kind of, if you stop doing it, it's just harder to start again. I don't know.
That's actually
But I
true.
do think it's also healthy to take breaks if you have to. I don't know.
Yeah. It is healthy to take breaks, but that's also probably has to do with, like, our scheduling. Maybe we can plan something to look forward to, and we've talked about this before, like a vacation. Not a
Mhm.
vacation, maybe just out of town for a weekend, like something small. It doesn't have to be big, but it just drives us enough. What I'm trying to say is just like when we set goals for ourselves to reach,
Mhm.
we are the kind of people who love to be rewarded at our
Yeah.
goal.
Motivated by
Um,
something.
so if we can, like I said, we're playing with the system of our what we're going in this year with, and we're just trying to find ways to do whatever we can to make sure we accomplish our goals that we set out for ourselves and for each other as a couple, as a family, in our
Mhm.
businesses and everything. So we'll keep pushing forward. We'll keep trying. We'll keep. I mean, you guys will be tuned in into our life, obviously. Um, so we hope to be. I mean, maybe we could even go back at the end of this year and like reflect on our podcast
Mhm.
episodes and give like a here's where we are now, like
Mhm.
a little flash of 2026. So
Mhm.
it's fun to have a
Yes,
full
sir.
year of doing this since we started
Yeah.
in the middle of last year. But
August.
we're excited. I'm excited and I'm grateful that you wanted to do this.
I think it'll be a good year.
Right,
Starting off
right. We
starting
started
off
out better than
strong.
last year.
Are we?
What's one thing we're gonna close this out, but what's one thing you want to promise to yourself for 2026?
Um,
One thing. You don't even have to explain why because we could do something fun with this. Down the road, we can explain in different episodes. At the end of this year, we can explain why we chose that in that time.
hmm. I didn't prepare myself for this.
One thing I promised myself is to be the best provider that I can be for this family.
Mhm.
Whether that be emotionally being there for you and baby, financially being there for you and baby,
Mhm.
spending quality time with you guys. I really want to challenge myself because it has to do with all the things that I said, the priorities, discipline, free time, swearing too much.
Mhm.
I promised myself to be a better version of myself in that way.
Mhm.
So, but we'll leave you guys with a quick message. We hope you guys have a great new year this year. And we hope that all the goals that you guys set for yourselves don't only happen for a month or two, that you stick with it.
Yeah, make them
Um,
sustainable and achievable.
yeah, because we
Or
are
just
hoping
pick
for the
a word
same.
of the year and make everything
Yeah.
try
Thanks,
to
Maddie, for
align
that.
with that.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Maddie. And we hope you guys have a great new year. We hope everything that you ever want, happens for you.
If you have any podcast recommendations for topics, let us know.
Yep.
If you have any questions, let us know. Make sure you like and subscribe and
Yeah.
comment and
Say
share us if you like.
so. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We hope you guys have a great week. And when you guys do hear this, happy Aloha Friday. I'm Ma'a.
I'm Liv. Thanks for listening.
Have a good day.